Hey, what's going on, tribe? Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, y'all. So I'm getting ready to do a twin flame reading. You guys don't forget, every twin is on a different stage of their journey. So please take what you need and leave what you don't need. I also encourage you to use the spirit of discernment as you're viewing this video. Let me pause it. I'm back. All right, so let's see. I don't even know where I left off at. But let's see. All right, so again, if you are triggered, facial mirror, not my comment section, okay? What is the message from my twin flames? This is coming from your divine masculine's higher self. All right, so let's see. Hold up. Cellulite one under my table. Okay. I replay our conversations over and over in my head. I left you before you could leave me. I feel like that's divine feminist energy. Our souls already know each other, don't they? It's our bodies that are new. So it takes me back to thinking, these cards are everywhere, that because we have a soul connection with our twin flames, the whole purpose is to remember, right? Our bodies are new, but the soul isn't. And so we don't have to do anything. We allow our souls to lead within our situations, okay? So do everything on a soul level, all right? You can't do everything with a twin flame connection based off of 3D. It doesn't work, all right? So you got to go within. You have to connect with your soul. You become one with yourself. And that helps the twin flame dynamic 100%, right? Because the journey literally is about your soul's evolution, okay? Now, when it comes down to the conversations, let's see. Tell me about this conversation and what are they feeling about it? The Lovers in the reverse. They're replaying. And so how I'm hearing it is like when it's like you may have had a conversation with them about why you guys aren't working. Like, why is there so much disharmony? Why aren't you guys coming together? Why hasn't something been established? And I feel like you may be trying to figure out that part of this connection, because the masculine seem to, Two of Wands. The masculine seems to keep making plans, or they have certain goals, or it's like they're looking ahead and you don't feel like you're part of that. Okay, so whatever it is, it's like it feels like the masculine is always planning and looking ahead and worrying about their world. But guess where you guys are at? Here. And you're the one that's always by their side. Okay? So, how do they feel? How does the masculine feel about that? Conversation. Ace of Swords. They got the clarity. They got some clarity. I'm definitely feeling like there was a breakthrough. But what did they receive from that? Even though they got the clarity, my spirit team, what did they receive from that? How are they going to move forward knowing what they know now? I still keep getting the Hierophant. So the Hierophant means so many things. But what it feels like here is like, when it comes to that journey, it's like they're going to keep committing to their journey. They're going to keep committing to, their healing, their transformation. And it speaks highly of commitment, but again, it's like they're committing to them operating and them learning and operating in their higher selves, them learning the lessons that they need to. And I also just heard practicing what they preach as well. Okay, so I definitely could be speaking to some twins who have awakened. But I left you before you could leave me. Three of Swords. Straight like that. Like, before you can stab me in my heart, break my heart, I'm getting out of here. Okay? You don't gotta tell me twice. Like, you only gotta talk about it. I'm gonna get out of here. And that's the feeling that I'm getting. It's like, you know what, let me go ahead and bow out gracefully. Okay. So what is it that Divine Feminine should be doing at this point? How do Divine Feminine stay in alignment? Nine of Wands in the reverse. I feel like that's saying, like, what I just heard is like, the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. Like, you don't have to fight this battle. Let go. It's not like give up, but you don't have to fight this battle. You're staying resilient in so many ways, but when it comes down to this, and it's funny, I asked that question because somebody just texted me that. So it was right on time. I'm listening to I'm listening to Spirit. I got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So whatever's happening in that karmic situation, Three of Wands in the reverse, it won't work. It won't work. So pretty much the way it's looking is that they may be thinking, maybe I can expand with this person. Maybe I can go further. Maybe it may work. The karmic is still coming out as a Queen of Pentacles reverse. They haven't changed. They're still very self-absorbed, still very superficial people, and really in for it for their own personal gain. So will the masculines actually pursue this? I got the Judgment card in the reverse, but I feel like, will the masculines actually pursue this? It's so much self-doubt. Eight of Wands in the reverse. I'm going to clarify that too, because what I'm hearing is like, it's going to be something that is going to stop that from happening. Some type of miscommunication, some type of, definitely feeling like some type of miscommunication of some sort. I also just heard divine intervention. But as much as Divine Feminine knows, the Lovers in the reverse, it won't happen. As much as Divine Feminine knows, how does Divine Feminine move past knowing this when it comes to this karmic situation? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So the masculines are not moving. Two of Cups in the reverse, right? And because of how the masculines are interacting with Divine Feminine at this time, right, it has created a rift. It has created disharmony. So how should Divine Feminine persist? The Chariot card, right? So it's creating a challenge here. But what I'm hearing is, remember that obstacles are merely illusions. Six of Cups. Get out your head. It's putting you in a low vibrational place. The Fool card in the reverse. And you have to remember, Divine Feminine, is that this is not the energy you want to be in. So the way that you want to keep moving forward is to shift your energy. Shift your perspective about this situation. Stay in alignment with self and take a chance. This is the time for you to take a leap of faith.